They said 14 April.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I'm having a brain start there.
Good. Okay. 14 April 26. This is one of those that's bounced around date-wise with court orders, but it is ready to go today. Stacy, you still on here? Aaron, Steven, is this broadcasting right? Are you guys hearing me?
I responded in the chat box.
Здорово.
Я доем.
I'm not seeing anything in the chat box. I'm going to refresh my chat box and see if it shows.
You can tell. You're right now.
The problem is I need to see the current chat, and you're seeing her replying in there? What the hell's happening here?
They were pretty bad.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. I love and hate technology at the same time. 14 April 26. You still there, Stacy? You said you got sell? Okay. This is the tax sale. The address of this property is 111 Fall Run Road in Shaler. The opening, there's an order court to expose this property free and clear for a minimum opening bid of $11,000. I have any bids of that amount or higher. I have a bid of $11,000, bidder 9822. $12,000, bidder 8734. $15,000, bidder 8302. $16,000, bidder 9968. $20,000, bidder 8302. $21,100, bidder 9822. Here we go with this. $21,100. $25,000 now, bidder 8302. $26,000, bidder 9757. $28,000, bidder 9967. $30,000, bidder 9822. Current high bid, $30,000. $31,000, bidder 9757. Any bids higher than $31,000? $32,000, bidder 9822. $32,000 is my current high bid by bidder 9822. Any bids higher than that? $33,000, bidder 9757. Any bids higher than $33,000? $34,000, bidder 9822. $35,000, bidder 9757. $36,000, bidder 9822. $37,000, bidder 9757. $38,000, bidder 9822. $39,000, bidder 9757. $39,000 is my current high bid. Anyone? $40,000, bidder 9822. $40,000, bidder 9822. $41,000, bidder 9757. Anybody bidding higher than $41,000? Current high bid $41,000. Any other bids on this property? With no other bids, it's going to be sold to bidder 9757 for $41,000. April 26th. This is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is number 7 Davenport Street, 5th Ward, City of Pittsburgh. Opening bid cost of tax, plaintiff only, $5,806.63. Does the plaintiff bid that? Plaintiff bids $5,806.63. Are there any other bids on this property? $7,000, bidder 8302. $7,000 is my current bid. $8,000, bidder 4045. $50,000 by plaintiff. $50,000, $50,000 is my current high bid by plaintiff. $51,000, bidder 2220. $51,000, bidder 2220. $100,000 by plaintiff. $100,000 is my new high bid by plaintiff. Whoever's not muted, please mute your microphone. $100,000 by plaintiff is my current high bid. Any bids higher than that? $105,000, bidder 5675. $150,000 by plaintiff. $150,000 by the plaintiff. Current high bid $150. Any bids higher than $150,000? $155,000, bidder 9659. $178,739.75 by plaintiff. $178,739.75. That is by plaintiff. Any bids higher than that? Are there any other bids on this property? With no bids higher, this is going to be sold to the plaintiff on an overbid of $178,739.75. April 26th.
Sale, please.
This is a tax sale. The address of this property is 813 Bailey's Run Road in Fraser, and vacant land on Bailey's Run Road in Fraser. So 2 parcels. Opening bid, cost and tax $49,657.65. Are there any bids in that amount or higher? Any bids on this 2 property? Oh, it's a parcel and a vacant lot. I don't know if they're adjacent to one another, but both addresses are on the screen. I have a bid of $49,700, bidder 9822. $49,700, bidder 9822. Are there any other bidders on this property? With no other bidders, it's going to be sold to bidder 9822 for $49,600. Make sure you know what you bid on when you come into the office to pay. 10% is due in here tomorrow before 2:30, and certified funds or cash or any amounts are due in here by next Monday, the 13th, before 10 a.m. There are not exceptions made for that. 31 April 26th. Postponed to 10/5/26. And thank you. So that is 31 April 26th, postponed October 5th, 2026. 47 April 26th. Okay, this is a mortgage foreclosure. This property has been forfeited once in the past, and if you're not sure if your bid's on, you may want to double check whether you actually are going to bid on this. This is a mortgage foreclosure. Address of the property is 1307 Rutherford Avenue, 19th Ward, City of Pittsburgh. Opening bid, cost of tax to the plaintiff only $10,683.27. Does the plaintiff bid that amount? Oh, wait. Good catch. Hold on, Mark. Hold on.
Дом как новый.
Что?
Дом как новый. Даже ступени покрашены. Все по коду. Ну, да, чуть подмазано даже ступеньки. Походу... А, нет, не ходу.
Hey, Mark. Looking through these comments, I realized your order of court to postpone it did not say it's postponed from and to. It's not in the proper format, and so it is not postponed August. Perfect. Thank you. 47 April 26, postponed to 8/3/26. That's my bad. I literally looked right past it on the sheet. That's why there's multiple eyes involved in this. It's a big deal. 54 April 26. I do apologize for that also.
Bell, please.
Okay. This is a judgment.
It is.
Okay. All right, this is a judgment sale. The address of this property is 351 Hawthorne Court in Ross. This is condominium. Opening bid cost of tax is $5,998.68. Plaintiff bid that?
Deputy, we had an updated order of court for the amount.
That changes your damages. It doesn't change the opening bid.
Okay, thank you. Plaintiff bid that amount.
Plaintiff bids $5,998.68. Are there any other bids on this property? $8,000, bidder 9929. $10,000, bidder 8302. $15,000, bidder 9929. $20,000, bidder 9940. That is not, I'm sure, what you intended to type there. I'll give you a chance to change it. $22,000, bidder 10039. $25,000, bidder 9929. That is my current bid, 25. $30,000 now, bidder 9940. $31,000, bidder 9929. $35,000, bidder 3071. $40,000, bidder 8837. $45,000, bidder 7364.
Как грустная хуйня.
$45,000, bidder 7364. $48,000, bidder 3071. $49,000, bidder 10039. $52,000, bidder 9822. $55,000, bidder 7364. $57,000, bidder 3071. $60,000, bidder 9929. $65,000, bidder 7364. $67,000, bidder 9822. $75,000, bidder 8837. $77,000, bidder 3071. Current high bid 77,000. Any bids higher than that? 78,000, bidder 9822. $85,000, bidder 8837. $87,000, bidder 9822. $90,000, bidder 7364.
Что там хороший район?
Нормальный, но... не прям
90,000 is my current high bid. 95,000 now, bidder 8837. 100,000, bidder 9822.
Так, 200 тысяч стоит.
Any bids higher than $100,000. Remember, after $100,000, we're in $5,000 increments. Bidder 9822 is my current high bidder with $100,000. Any bids higher than that? With no bids higher, this is going to be sold to bidder 9822 for $100,000.
Он написал ему похуй, да?
Что?
Чувак написал 105 и ему срать.
'94, April 26th.
Let's postpone this to August 3rd.
Postponed to August 3rd, 2026. 94, April 26th, postponed August 3rd, 2026. 100, April 26th. Postponed to 10/5/26. October 5th, 2026. And that's 100 April 26th, postponed October 5th, 2026. 2 of May 26th. Got it. This is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 546 Greenleaf Drive in Monroeville. Opening bid cost tax to the plaintiff only $2,144.66. Does the plaintiff bid that? Plaintiff bids $2,144.66. Are there any other bids on this property? $5,000. Bidder 8302. $50,000 by plaintiff. $50,000 is my current high bid by the plaintiff. $60,000. Bidder 10039. $60,000. $95,637.75 by plaintiff. $95,637.75. Any bid higher than that? $97,000. Bidder 5675. $97,000. Bidder 5675. Any bids higher than $97,000? No bids higher than $97,000. This is going to be sold to bidder 5675 for $97,000. '24 May 26th. DJ, I could barely hear you were talking. What'd you say? Postponed August 3rd. You got it. 24 May 26th. No problem. 24 May 26th. Postponed August 3rd, 2026. '47 May 26th.
No, please.
Okay, this is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 525 Chautauqua Street, 25th Ward, City of Pittsburgh. The opening bid cost and tax to the plaintiff only $8,623.74. Does the plaintiff bid that amount?
Yes, plaintiff is that amount.
Plaintiff bids the $8,623.74. Are there any other bids on this property? I have a bid of $10,000. Bidder 9822. 15,000, bidder 8302. That's where we currently sit, is 15,000. Any bids higher than 15? $20,000 by plaintiff. $20,000 by plaintiff. Any bids higher than 20,000? 25,000, bidder 8302. $25,000, bidder 8302. $35,000 by plaintiff. Is anybody bidding higher than 35,000? That's my current high bid by plaintiff. Any bids higher than $35,000 on this property? If you are bidding, get it in the chat box. With no other bids, it's going to be sold to the plaintiff on an overbid of $35,000. May 26th.
So please.
Okay, this is a tax sale. The address of this property is 505 Finley Avenue in Scott Township. There's an order of court to expose this property free and clear for an opening bid of $5,000. Do I have a bid of $5,000 from anybody?
Order of court free and clear, видишь как? Когда так говорят, это вообще заебись, долгов нет. Не дом проводить, да.
$5,000, bidder 9938. $6,000, bidder 5779. $10,000, bidder 8302.
Какой-то шеф, наверное, говорит.
Current high bid 10,000.
Сайдингом сделано.
Any bids higher than that?
Дача.
11,000, bidder 9938.
That's a little faster.
You're muted. 15,000, bidder 8302. That's still my high bid. Anybody bidding higher than 15,000? 16,000, bidder 9938. $17,000, bidder 3575. Any bids higher than 17,000? 20,000, bidder 8302. $20,000, bidder 8302. Anyone bidding higher than $20,000? That's my current high bid. 21,000, bidder 9938.
Вручную до сих пор это делать
You guys, if you're bidding, get in the chat box. We still got a ways to go and it's 1
Я
o'clock.
систем, чтобы продать оформлено.
Don't do
Он
it, please.
сидит там, блядь, тупит там.
21,000, bidder 9938. That's where we currently are at. If you're bidding, please get it in there. Any bids higher than 21,000? With no other bids, it's going to be sold to bidder 9938 for $21,000.
Ты все записываешь, что ли?
Ну эти ужасные списки, или ты хочешь, чтобы я все записывал?
Ну, не, ну, можешь все записывать. Нормально же, делать полный.
97 May 26.
Потому что
Can you, please postpone this to 9/8?
там дает, чтобы там слышно было.
Видео твою работу.
Thank you.
97 May 26, postponed September 8,
Или
2026.
ты хочешь, чтобы я еще вручную делал?
1 June 26. This is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 310 Mingo
Первый,
Road in
13.
Marshall.
Ага,
Opening
это
bid cost
155.
tax to the plaintiff only
155.
$103,019.30. Plaintiff bid that? Plaintiff bids $103,019.30. Are there any other bids on this property? No, we're above 100,000 right off the bat, so it's gotta be at least 5,000. $120,000, you need your bidder number, Mark. By bidder 1002, 130,000, bidder 8481. $150,000, bidder 1002, 200,000 by plaintiff.
Хуя там дом, ты видишь?
250,000, bidder
Да.
8481.
Пиздатый, да?
Вообще жир.
300,000 by plaintiff. 300,000 is my high bid by plaintiff. 350,000, bidder 8481. 400,000 by plaintiff. $420,000, bidder 8481. 500,000 by plaintiff. 505,000, bidder 1002. 520,000, bidder 8481. 600,000 by plaintiff.
600.
Этот плентик уже что-то брался.
600,000 is my current high bid. 650,000 now, bidder
Отжай какой хочешь
8481.
его выебать.
700,000 by plaintiff. 705,000, bidder 1002. 720,000, bidder 8481.
По сотке.
800,000 by plaintiff.
Это интересненько.
800,000 is the current high bid by plaintiff. 805,000, bidder 1002.
Пиздец, он просто по сотке.
900,000 by plaintiff.
Долбоёб.
950,000, bidder 8481.
Ну, потому что цена, ну, знаешь, какая?
1 million. 1 million by plaintiff.
Кто сейчас продает за 1 800 000.
1,005,000, bidder 1002.
В принципе,
Так, у Пленти
1
уже
million and
цифры не
5,000.
бьются.
That's my current high bid. Any bids higher than that?
вот за
1,100,000 by plaintiff.
За миллион сам все, 700 тысяч.
1,100,000. That's my current high bid. It is by plaintiff. Any bids higher than that? Any other bids on this property?
Ну,
If there's no further bids, it's going to be sold to the plaintiff on an overbid of 1,100,000.
Да, можно же подосрать, просто какую-то хуйню взять и типа не прийти чек. Ну, типа, сейчас чек не то.
не, неправильно мне заново стать.
Так можно бесконечно делать.
Я баню, все.
9 June 26.
Sell, please.
This is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 109 Timber Trail, and it is in North Fayette. The opening bid cost tax to the plaintiff only $12,962.42. Plaintiff bid that?
Plaintiff will bid that.
Plaintiff bids $12,962.42. Are there any other bids on this property?
О, наш вариант.
$15,000, bidder 8302. 16,000, bidder 10022. 35,000 by plaintiff. 35,000 by plaintiff. Any bids higher than 35,000? 36,000, bidder 10022. 55,000 by plaintiff. 55,000 was the last bid. 56,000 now. Bidder 10022. 100,000 by plaintiff. 100,000 by plaintiff, and we're down $5,000 minimum increments.
За сотку этот кал. Видно?
Any bids higher than 100,000.
Про который они сейчас делают. Пиздас.
No bids higher that's going to be sold to the plaintiff on an overbid of $100,000.
Павлович, блядь.
June 26.
Call, please.
This is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 405 32nd Street in McKeesport. Opening bid cost and tax to the plaintiff only $3,105.20. Plaintiff bid that?
Plaintiff will bid that.
Plaintiff bids $3,105.20. Are there any other bids on this property? I have a bid of $4,105.20. Bidder 5788. $10,000. Bidder 8302. 10,000 is my current high bid by bidder 8302. 11,000 bidder 5788. 15,000 bidder 9940. $27,961 by plaintiff. $27,961. That is my current high bid. It is by plaintiff. Anybody else bidding higher than that? That's not how that works. 29,000 bidder 2220. 29,000 is my new bid. Bidder 2220. Any bids higher than 29,000? Any other bids on this property? With no other bids, this is going to be sold to bidder 2220 for $29,000. June 26. All right, this is a mortgage foreclosure. This property has been forfeited once in the past. I've said this multiple times. If you're not sure, if you haven't done your research on this, you might want to refrain. All right, mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property, 732 Little Deer Creek Valley Road in West Deer. Opening bid cost and tax to the plaintiff only $1,932.44. Does the plaintiff bid that? Plaintiff bids $1,932.44. Are there any other bids on this property? $10,000. Bidder 8302. Last bid 10,000. Any bids higher than that? $32,480 by plaintiff. $32,480. That's by plaintiff. Any bids higher than $32,480? With no other bids on this property, it's going to be sold to the plaintiff on an overbid of $32,480. June 26. This is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 204 Willett Road in Shaler. Opening bid cost and tax to the plaintiff only $4,457.70. Does the plaintiff bid that? The plaintiff bids $4,457.70. Are there any other bids on this property? Municipality Shaler. $20,000, bidder 8302. $163,000, bidder 9287. 163,000, bidder 9287.
Нормально, там 2 гаража.
Any bids higher than $163,000?
Ну, блядь, цена.
Any other bids on this property? 164, no, 168 is good. 168,000, bidder 9822. $168,000, bidder 9822. Minimum increments are 5,000. 173,000, bidder 9287. $173,000 is my new high bid by bidder 9287. Any bids higher than 173,000? 178,000, bidder 8837. $183,000, bidder 9287. $183,000 is my current high bid. Anyone bidding higher than that? No other bids on this property. It's going to be sold to bidder 9287 for $183,000. I already said sold before that came up. You guys got to be faster getting it in the chat box. 38 June 26. This is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 1410 Westfield Street, 19th Ward, City of Pittsburgh. The open and bid cost of tax to the plaintiff only $2,887.63. Does the plaintiff bid that amount? Plaintiff bids $2,887.63. Are there any other bids on this property? $15,000, bidder 8302. Current high bid $15,000. $50,000 by plaintiff. $50,000 by the plaintiff. $50,000 by plaintiff. $51,000, bidder 8303. $75,000 by plaintiff.
Что за хуйня?
$75,000, my current high bid by plaintiff. Any bids higher? $76,000, bidder 9822. $109,500. $109,500 by plaintiff. Anybody else bidding higher than $109,500 and minimum increments of $5,000? Are there any other bids on this property? With no other bids, it's going to be sold to the plaintiff on an overbid of $109,500. $51 June 26. Matt, is this you? 51 June 26?
Yeah, sorry about that. Sell, please.
Okay, this is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is number 1 Thorncrest Drive in Wilkins. The opening bid cost tax to the plaintiff owns $6,156.54. Does the plaintiff bid that amount?
Plaintiff will bid that.
Plaintiff bid $6,156.54. Are there any other bids on this property? I have a bid of $153,448. Bidder 1002. $153,448.
То я до сих пор не понимаю, в чем прикол, нахуй так сразу.
Anybody bidding higher than $153,448?
С 6 до 152 раза. Какой-то смысл точно в этом есть, потому что это не один человек так делает.
200,000 by... Mark, are you bidding as a third party? I need your bidder number. Mark, do you have your bidder number if you can put in there so I can take your bid? Somebody look him up by his last name there. Four eight what? 4853. You want to retype your bid with your bidder 4853? 200,000. Sorry, that's fine. Bidder 4853 bid 200,000. That was still my highest bid at the time, so that's why I didn't move past you. So $200,000, bidder 4853. That is my current high bid. Anybody bidding higher than that? With no other bids, this is going to be sold to bidder 4853 for $200,000. All right. 54 June 26th. This one's missing a number of things.
Please stay the sale.
Now that explains it. All right. Stayed. Love that. 54 June 26th, stayed. 57 June 26th.
Please sell.
Here's my slide pictures up. I'll do that. 57 June 26th. This is a tax sale. The address of this property is 2115 Laketon Road in Wilkinsburg. Opening bid cost and tax $20,716.49. Bidding that amount or higher.
Это ад.
I have a bid of $20,800. Bidder 9822.
Кстати, нет.
Any other bids? $21,800. Bidder 5788.
Странно, мне Google еще
Current
другой
high bid
показывает.
$21,800. Any bids higher? $21,800 is my current high bid. Anyone bidding higher than that? $22,800. Bidder 9822. If you're bidding, guys, get it in the chat box. We still got a lot of pages of sale to get through. So, I'm sure nobody wants to be here till 4 o'clock. $22,800, that's my current high bid. $23,800, bidder 5788. $23,800, bidder 5788. $25,000, bidder 9946. 25,000 is my current high bid. Anybody bidding higher than 25,000? Any other bids on this property? 26,000, bidder 5788. This is what I'm talking about. You gotta get the bids in there faster. I'm just gonna start calling them sold. I'm not gonna wait. 30,000, bidder 9940. 30,000 is my current high bid. Anyone bidding higher than that? 31,000, bidder 9946. Any bids higher than 31,000? 31,000 is my high bid. Anybody bidding higher?
Надо Виктора спросить.
Я понимаю. Три
The other bids
экранчика у
is gonna be
человечка,
sold,
три
bidder
экранчика, три
9946 for
экранчика.
$31,000.
Результатов никаких. Пока что.
Смотрю по книгу, вижу фигу.
Все, надо начинать.
Remember the deadlines, your money's due. At least 10% is due in here tomorrow before 2:30. Certified funds are cash. Remaining balance is due in here by Monday the 13th before 10 a.m. Also, certified funds are cash. If you don't pay the deposit, you'll be banned from all future sales. 81 June 26.
Please postpone this one to 9/8.
That's 81 June 26, postponed September 8, 2026. That takes us to 82 June 26. Okay, this is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property, 615 7th Street, Pitcairn. Opening bid cost and tax to the plaintiff only $5,278.50. Does the plaintiff bid that? Plaintiff bids $5,278.50.
Бля, кот,
Are
не
there any other
царапай,
bids on
ёбаный,
this
бля.
foreclosed property?
Ковер.
$8,000, bidder 9349. $18,392 by plaintiff. $18,392 by plaintiff. $20,000, bidder 9297. $20,000, bidder 9297. $21,000, bidder 8195. That is not how we bid, bidder 5474. $25,000, bidder 9940. $26,000, bidder 9297. Any bids higher than 26,000? 27,000. Bidder 5474. I just was letting you know I need the zeros on there. I knew what you meant, but we don't take them that way, that's all. 28,000, bidder 9297. $30,000, bidder 8195. $31,000, bidder 9297. Any bids higher than $31,000? $31,000 is my current high bid. Anybody bidding higher than that, please get in the chat box. Current high bidders 9297 at $31,000. With no other bids, 32,000, bidder 8195. Why wait till the last second? You run the risk of not getting your bid in. 32,000 is now my high bid, bidder 8195. 33,000, bidder 9297. $33,000, bidder 9297. That is my current high bid. Any bids higher? $35,000, bidder 9940. Current high bid is $35,000. $36,000, bidder 9297.
Вот это, наверное, нравится, не сверху все. Вообще просто босс.
Anybody bidding higher than 36,000?
Птички летают. Это не крякает или крякает? Это не делает?
That is my current high bid, 36,000. Any bids higher, please get in the chat box.
Не делает. Крякает?
37,000, bidder 9940. $37,000 is my current high bid. 38,000 now, bidder 9297. $38,000, bidder 9297. Anybody bidding higher than 38,000? $38,000 is the current bid. Any bids higher? No bids higher. It's going to be sold to bidder 9297 for $38,000.
117. 155 следующий.
I hope you guys are jotting down what your sale numbers are and what you bid.
Да, бля.
I can't tell you how many people come in here and don't even remember what their winning bid was or what their property was. 117, June 26th. We have a new bankruptcy on this. Joe, you on here, buddy?
I apologize. We had that bankruptcy this morning. Let's go to November on that one.
Postponed to November 2nd, 2026. You got it. That is 117, June 26th, postponed November 2nd, 2026. All right, 121, June 26th.
Sale, please.
Okay. This is the tax sale. The address of this property is 612 Osborne Street in White Oak. The opening bid cost of tax is $14,766.24. Do I have any bids in that amount or higher? This was forfeited once in the past, by the way. If you're not sure what you're bidding on, I can't say it enough times. Please, be cautious because once you bid, you're stuck with it. Any bids in the amount of $14,766.24 or higher. I have a bid of $15,766.24 from bidder 5788. Any bids higher than that? Current bid $15,766.24. Any other bids on this property? With no other bids, this is going to be sold to bidder 5788 for $15,766.24. All right, 125, June 26th. Please postpone to September. You got it. Postpone to September 8th, 2026. That's 125, June 26th, postponed to September 8th, 2026. 136, June 26th.
Ну, блядь. Короче, я делаю вывод, что не надо нам на этот список полагаться, потому что вот, например, следующий будет полная хуйня.
136, June 26.
А самим
Who's on here for Gingo Palumbo?
сделать список и потом спрашивать, пробивать в этот список.
Ну вот если скидывать, смотрим.
Да-да-да, не, вывод такой сделать.
Квебек у него вернул, не понимаешь?
No, 121 sold.
Заправка, нет, Растерии.
You most certainly did miss it. It's sold. What are we doing with 136, June 26? Postpone to August. Thanks, Mark. I'm sure Mark is sick of this sale. $136, June 26, postponed August 3rd, 2026. Mark, thank you again. 139, June 26.
Смотри, сейчас ты когда по участку,
So, please. All right, this is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 1150 Brownsville Road, 29th Ward, City of Pittsburgh. This is commercial property. The opening bid cost and tax $40,352.75 to the plaintiff. Plaintiff bid that? Plaintiff bids $40,352.75. Do I have any other bids on this property? Looks like I have a bid of $50,000 from bidder 10039.
Охуенное здание было.
50,000.
Бать, надо было брать, пиздец, здорово.
Any
Real.
bids higher than 50,000? 60,000 by plaintiff.
Посмотрим, сколько убрать.
75,000 bidder 9822.
Слушай, если ты берешь вот так вот, типа,
80,000 bidder 10039. 85,000 by plaintiff.
Да, блядь, сколько ты говоришь, как, типа, блядь, этого.
87,000
Типа
bidder
гранта.
10039. 90,000 bidder 9822.
да, такой может быть, да. Причем он, ну, такой, Франция, конечно, ролик.
Я знаю,
100,000 by
Он
plaintiff.
занимал Анатолия.
где Райтей,
100,000
да.
by plaintiff, and we're
Они-
now
это
in
ближе к
$5,000
нам.
increments. 105,000 bidder 9822. 110,000 bidder 10039. 115,000 by
Я
plaintiff.
думаю, долларов за 200, да, можно взять? 250.
Тысяч?
Да.
Да,
125,000 bidder 9822.
ну просто видишь, какой-то вариант ролл, что-то, блядь, в них, хуй знает, долги, не долги. Если долгов нет, 250.
My current high bid is still $125,000 for bidder 9822. I'm sorry. Yeah. 125,000 bidder 9822. 130,000 by plaintiff. 150,000 bidder 9822. 150,000 by bidder 9822 is where we are currently at. Do I have any bids higher than that?
За 200.
155,000 bidder 10039. 160,000 by plaintiff. 160,000 is my current high bid by plaintiff. 175,000 bidder 9822.
Батя, пиздец, там каждый этаж, прикинь, каждый этаж 4000.
185,000 bid by plaintiff. 185,000 by plaintiff.
Еще подвал. Поедет там большой, блядь.
Ну, прям как Браунси, даже больше. Ой, Браунс едет.
Any
Браунс.
bids higher, 200,000, bidder 9822.
Вот его бы можно было видеть, столько было. За 250 взяли, подшаманили, войну давно там все наверняка. Если бы давно, то там.
Давай 250. Ну, понятное дело.
210,000 by plaintiff.
Надо детей нужно сделать себе.
$210,000 by plaintiff. Anybody bidding higher than 210,000? That is my current high bid by plaintiff. 215,000, bidder 9822. Anybody bidding higher than $215,000? That is my current high bid by bidder 9822.
Бля, ну это очень дешево.
225,000 by plaintiff.
На авось на
Any
штуки
bid
вещи не
higher
надо
than
брать, если
225,000.
Просто мы еще мы знаем, что у нас Браунс в чем себе представляет. Ну, прикол. Ну, это же не Маунт Оливер, да?
Что еще?
Мы же знаем,
Any
что
other
себя
bids on
Браунс
this property?
представляет, поэтому можем сравнить.
Не, ну да, нет.
No bids higher. This is going to be sold to the plaintiff on an overbid of $225,000.
Сука. Ну ладно. Клево, мне наоборот это нравится, потому что в следующий раз я точно ебать как подготовлюсь.
144, June 26.
Только я до сих пор не понимаю, в каком списке. Это же...
А вот сзади я смотрю, вот это
144, 26.
раз,
Sell,
два,
please.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 1015 Glencoe Avenue in Greentree. Opening bid cost and tax to the plaintiff only $3,090.74. Does the plaintiff bid that?
Сзади, если посмотреть по картам двери, даже ну, окна свежие. То есть вполне возможно, что они...
Plaintiff bids $3,090.74. Are there any other bids on this property?
Здесь 25.
10 это папа.
Бля, там стил за
$5,000, bidder
300 продали.
9841. $10,000, bidder 8302.
Вот это хороший.
20,000, bidder
первый пока.
8655. Current high bid still 20. 25,000 by plaintiff. 25,000 by plaintiff. That is our
Так
current
не
high
нужен.
bid. 50,000 now, bidder 8837. $50,000, bidder 8837.
Фу.
$55,000, bidder 9841. $93,440 by plaintiff. $93,440. $100,000 by bidder 8154. $100,000 bidder 8154. Any bids higher than 100,000? 105,000 bidder 8837. 105,000 bidder 8837. 110,000 bidder 8154. Anybody bidding higher than $110,000? 115,000 bidder 8837. Any bids higher than 115,000? That's where we currently are at. 115,000 by bidder 8837. 120,000 bidder 8154. 120,000 bidder 8154. 125,000 bidder 8837. 125,000 bidder 8837. Any bids higher than that? With no other bids on this property, it's going to be sold to bidder 8837 for 125,000. 145. Yeah, let's see. There we go. 145, June 26th. I'm like, did I miss one?
Sell, please.
This is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 329 Harmony Road in Killbuck Township. Open and bid cost of tax to the plaintiff only $5,610.02. Plaintiff bid that?
No, actually, this is a HUD sale, so I'm going to bid $200,000 and open there.
All right, can you put that in the chat box then?
Sure.
Fine. Thank you.
За такую хуйню, что это за район?
Наверное, нормально, но, блядь.
В дороге.
Кал. Ты же захочешь, чтобы вчера сидел.
Plaintiff's opening bid $200,000. Are there any other bids on this property? Current bid $200,000.
О, сначала, а он сразу здесь ёбнул.
Матью Павлович, это, бля, репрезент, ёбаный в рот, дохуя.
Any other bids on this
людей.
property?
Да, ну да.
Что, плейнтик, видишь? Везде.
No other bids. This is going to be sold to the plaintiff for $200,000.
Ебанько. Блин, дом кал. Но окна не пиздато, да.
Вижу, не 140 человек, а
Okay,
112.
very good.
А, уходит, уходит.
148, June 26th.
Под конец стало-
So, I'm sorry, plaintiff is going to postpone this to 8/3.
Postponed at 8/3/26. That is 148, June 26th, postponed August 3rd, 2026. Thank you. Let's see, 155. Gonna be next? Yeah, 155, June 26th.
No, please.
All right. This is a tax sale. The address of this property is 619 Woodward Avenue in Stowe. There's an order of court to expose this property free and clear for the upset price. The upset price is $60,631.27. Do I have any bids in that amount or higher?
Очень какую-то хуйню, значит, сказал. Клод, значит, какую-то хуйню сказал, если 60 тысяч opening bid.
Looks like no bids. Let's go to
Девять.
October, please.
9
Okay,
тысяч.
no
Ну, это
bids,
ж дом
postponed to
говно.
October 5th, 2026.
Ну, хотя хуй знает какое говно, ну, какой-то мусор туда.
Yes. That's 155, June 26th, postponed October 5th, 2026. And 162, June 26th.
Блять.
This is a land bank one?
It is, but we're going to postpone it to August, please.
Okay. Postponed to 8/3/26. So that's 162, June 26th, postponed August 3rd, 2026. Four of July 26th. How very patriotic. It's missing everything, but it's patriotic.
162 вот Брэдок он пропустил.
Okay, so let's postpone 4 of July to 9/8.
Okay, postponed September 8th,
Сейчас
2026.
постпон, вначале говорил постпон, если помнишь.
That's 4
Красный
July
даже.
26th, postponed September 8th, 2026.
Что он
10 July
пропустил.
26th.
Ну, нет, просто
Same boat, missing everything.
Alright, well then, let's postpone this to 9/8 also.
Postponed to 9/8/26.
А, он сам?
That's 10 July 26th, postponed September 8th, 2026. 13 July 26th.
Опа.
Наш. Вот как раз анализ у меня есть. Только что сделал.
Какой максимальный бит по его...
This one's a Tucker, and it is good to sell. Sell, please. There we go. All right, this is a tax sale. The address of this property is 1029 Main Street, Coraopolis.
88.
Opening bid cost and tax $35,456.35. Do I have a bid in that amount or higher? $35,500. Bidder 9822. $35,500. Bidder 9822. Are there any other bids on this property? Any other bidders? With no other bids, it's going to be sold to bidder 9822 for $35,500.
Отмечает 35. Потом проанализируем. Да, дальше
Great. You guys have heard the spiel a bunch of times today. 10% due tomorrow before 2:30. Certified funds are cash. Remaining balance is due in here by Monday the 13th before 10 a.m. Certified funds are cash. If you don't pay your deposit, you will be banned from all future sales. 16 July 26. If you don't pay the remaining balance, you will lose the balance, but you won't be suspended. Sell, please. Okay, this is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 123 Thomas Avenue in North Versailles. The open and bid cost and tax to the plaintiff only Let's try it again. Open and bid cost and tax to the plaintiff only $19,803.64. Does the plaintiff bid that? Plaintiff bids $19,803.64. Are there any other bids on this property? I bid of $21,000, bid 5675. 5675 was the first to get that in there. 25,000, bidder 9940. $43,500 by the plaintiff. 43,500. That is my current high bid by plaintiff.
Да, следующий будет.
Any bids higher than $43,500? $43,500 is my current bid. Any bids higher? There's no other bids. It's going to be sold to the plaintiff on an overbid of $43,500. July 26.
Let's postpone this to 9/8.
Postpone 9/8/26. That's 18 July 26. Postpone September 8th, 2026. Takes us to 20th July.
Sell, please.
This is a tax sale. The address of this property is 631 Valley Street. This is vacant land at this location in Oakmont. This is being exposed free and clear by a decree with an opening bid amount of $2,500 or more. Do I have a bid of $2,500 or more to get us going?
Берем.
Again, this is vacant land at the location of 631 Valley Street in Oakmont. Anybody bidding $2,500 or more to get us going on this property?
Can you please postpone to 8/3?
Yeah. Postpone to August 3rd, 2026. July 26, postpone August 3rd, 2026. 21 July 26.
Sell, please.
This is a tax sale. The address of this property is 1501 Foliage Street in Wilkinsburg. Open and bid cost and tax $69,737.06. I have any bids in that amount or higher. Anybody bidding on this property?
Can you please postpone to October 5th?
Yep. Notice. Postpone 10/5/26. That is 21 July 26, postponed October 5th, 2026. And takes us to 23 July 26.
Наш.
Please sell.
This is a tax sale. The address of this property is 1521 King John Drive in Franklin Park. Opening bid cost of tax $145,285.03. Do I have a bid in that amount or higher? I have a bid of $145,290 from bidder 2055. Do I have any other bids on this property? Current bid $145,290. 150,000 bidder 9982.
Фазенда.
Sorry, Doug. I'm sorry. I'm not thinking we're over 5. So scratch that bid. The next bid is 3071. Bids $150,290. 150,290 by bidder 3071. That is our current high bid. 155,300 bidder 2055. 155,300 bidder 2055. 160,300 bidder 3071. 165,300 bidder 9982. 165,300. That is our current bid. 170,300 bidder 3071. $175,300 bidder 2055. $180,300 bidder 3071.
Уезжай дальше. Уезжай дальше, буду смотреть.
$185,300 bidder 2055.
$185,300.
190,300 bidder 3071.
А, нет.
$195,300 bidder 2055. Anybody bidding higher than $195,300? That is my current high bid by bidder 2055. With no other bids, it's going to be sold to bidder 2055 for $195,300. July 26.
Please postpone to January 4th, 27?
Postponed to January 4th, 2027. That is 25 July 26, postponed January 4th, 2027. July 26.
Sell, please.
Okay. This is a tax sale. The address of this property is 458 Ridge Avenue in Verona. Open and bid, cost and tax $57,731.56. Do I have a bid in that amount or higher? Anybody bidding on this property? What do you want to do, Jen?
Please postpone to October 5th.
No bids, it's going to be postponed to October 5th, 2026. So that is July 26th, postponed October 5th, 2026. 27 July 26th.
Все, я вам писал,
Don't
Наш,
please.
наш.
Okay, this is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is
Mount
719 Bella Vista Avenue in Mount Lebanon. Opening bid cost and tax to the plaintiff only $11,797.01. Plaintiff bid that?
Yes.
Plaintiff bids $11,797.01. Are
Maximum
there any other bids on
81.
this property? I have bid of $15,000. Bidder 8302 was the first to get in the chat. 15,000. 17,000 bidder 8655. 18,000 by plaintiff. 21,000 bidder 8120. $25,000 bidder 8303. 100,000 bidder 1002. 105,000 bidder
Ну, это уже
8120.
реально, ну, этот
That's where we are
дом
currently
я
at,
прям изучал.
$105,000.
Это уже странно, какие цифры.
110,000 bidder
Может
8303.
быть.
Мы проанализируем чат, да, видишь, просто вы не
115,000 bidder 1002. 115,000 is the current high bid, bidder 1002. 120,000 bidder 8303. 125,000 bidder 1002. 130,000 bidder 8303. 130,000 is the current high bid, bidder 8303. Are there any bids higher than 130,000? With no other bids on this property, it's going to be sold to bidder 8303 for $130,000. July 26th.
Please sell.
This is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 2503 Willowbrook Road in Upper St. Clair. Opening bid cost and tax to the plaintiff only $14,001.87. Plaintiff bid that?
Yes, plaintiff is that amount.
Plaintiff bids $14,001.87. Are there any other bids on this property? 20,000. Bidder 10039. 100,000 by plaintiff. 100,000 is my current high bid by plaintiff. Any bids higher than that? 105,000 bidder 8655.
Кинг-Конг, блядь. Какой-то Кинг-Конг.
200,000 by plaintiff. 200,000 by the plaintiff.
Что, это тоже пинг-понг? Ты ставишь на пинг-понг?
Any bids higher than $200,000. That is my current high bid by plaintiff.
Сильно.
With no other bids on this property, it's going to be sold to the plaintiff for an overbid of $200,000. July 26th.
Please sell.
This is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 424 West 9th Avenue in Rentham. Opening bid cost and tax to the plaintiff only $1,904.96. Does the plaintiff bid that amount?
Yes, plaintiff is that amount.
Plaintiff bids $1,904.96. Are there any other bids on this property? $10,000 $25,000, bidder 8302. $21,090, plaintiff. $21,090 by plaintiff. 25,000, bidder 9940.
А я там уебал в рот.
25,000 is my last bid by bidder 9940. $25,000, still my high bid.
Ну, это купи, блядь. Зараз.
26,000, bidder 1596. Current high bid 26,000, bidder 1596. Any
На
bids higher?
границе с Россией, блядь. Даже Google карта туда не доехала.
With no other bids, this is going to be sold to bidder 1596 for $26,000.
Опасно.
Там мало разрушено.
Вестерентум.
34 July 26.
44.
Sell, please. This is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 2047 Hoggs Avenue in Wilkinsburg. The open bid
вот
cost
если
of tax to the
неделя
plaintiff
такой
only
ебалый.
$3,672.20.
Если неделя вот такой
Plaintiff
ебалый,
bid that.
плотный, нон-стоп работы, и это оправдано одним зданием, то это еще,
Plaintiff bids $3,672.20. Are there any other bids on this property?
Вот, за 250 на
15,000, bidder 8302.
целый могли, да.
Блядь.
15,000 is where we currently are at.
Если человек люди нам точно приведут, даже если там
Any bids higher than 15,000? 16,000, bidder 2220. 25,000 by plaintiff. 25,000 is my current high bid by plaintiff. 27,000, bidder 9940. 25,000, I'm sorry, 27,000 is the current high bid, 9940. 9940 was still the first to get that in the chat box. $43,167.79. That's the current high bid now by plaintiff. 43,167.79. Any bids higher than $43,167.79. With no bids higher, this is going to be sold to the plaintiff on an overbid of $43,167.79. $37 July 26. This is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 1707 Scenery Drive in Elizabeth Township. The open and bid cost and tax to the plaintiff only $3,393.33. Does the plaintiff bid that? Plaintiff bids $3,393.33. Are there any other bids on this property? $15,000, bidder 8302. $50,000 by plaintiff. $50,000 by plaintiff.
Интересно.
$50,000 by plaintiff is my current high bid. Do you have any bids higher than that? Please get them in the chat box. $55,000, bidder 5675.
Избушка с красным, блядь, Mitsubishi. Ты видел его колеса? Ладно, не важно.
$56,000, bidder 9822.
И вот видишь, я пробиваю у всех практически этих кентов.
Any bids higher than $56,000? $94,900 by plaintiff. $94,900.
Да, я всех продавал, ты дохуя.
That is a high bid by plaintiff.
Никто не платит.
Any bids higher than $94,900?
Вы бы знали точно, сколько платить.
No bids higher. This is going to be sold to the plaintiff on an overbid of
Платить тоже
$94,900.
пятихатку, чем потом ебаться на 1000.
Sorry, brother. I already said sold. 43 July 26.
Наш 49.
Sell, please.
This is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 1013 Oak Avenue in Turtle Creek. The open and bid cost and tax to the plaintiff only $6,207.83. Does the plaintiff bid that?
Plaintiff will bid that.
Plaintiff bids $6,207.83. Are there any other bids on this property? Somebody's not muted, Aaron. Can you mute them, please? Are there any other bids on this property?
Локбокс там висит, новые
$7,500.
окна,
Bidder 8195.
новая дверь.
Current high bid $7,500. $9,500. Bidder 5788. $30,000 by plaintiff. $30,000 by plaintiff. Any bids higher than $30,000?
Знать бы, что это за очко.
$31,000. Bidder 5675. Current high bid $31,000. $55,000 now by plaintiff. $55,000 by the plaintiff.
Сейчас хуйня, сейчас сижер будет.
Any bids higher than $55,000? Any other bids higher than $55,000? That's my current high bid by plaintiff. If you're bidding, get it in the chat box.
Ютуб.
There's no other bids that's going to be sold to the plaintiff on an overbid of $55,000.
Антимобиль.
44 July 26.
44. Huh?
Sell, please.
49.
This is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 404 Broadway Avenue in McKees Rocks. The open and bid cost and tax to the plaintiff only $9,118.74. The plaintiff bid that.
Plaintiff will bid that.
Plaintiff bids $9,118.74. Are there any other bids on this property?
Yeah.
$15,000. Bidder 8302.
It's not, Charlie, just sitting there. What are you reading? Do you see the address? Okay.
Aaron, whoever that is at A2, mute them. Get them out of here.
Надо брать. Узбечки недалеко.
30,000 now by plaintiff. 30,000 is my high bid by plaintiff. Any bids higher than
Вот рядом
$30,000?
заебись здание. Кирпич. Заселил
No
бомжей.
bids higher that's going to be sold to the plaintiff on an overbid of $30,000.
Ой, магазин, блядь.
$47 July 26.
Sell, please.
Okay, this is a tax sale. This property is two parcels. First parcel being 433 Euclid Avenue.
I'm sorry. Can we postpone that to 8-3? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Never mind. It's not being exposed today. It's being postponed to August 3rd, 2026. So that's 47 July 26, postponed August 3rd, 2026. And that takes us then to 48 July.
Sell,
48
please.
July 26. So, got it. This is a tax sale. The address of this property is 14 Hen Oak Manor Drive in Penn Hills. Open and bid cost of tax $44,117.80. So have a bid in that amount or higher.
Ну, кстати, нормально, да. Да, в тупике еще. Как, блядь, доллар 3.
$44,117.80. That's what I'm looking for to get us started.
Не, нормально, не бархут вообще. Красный краб.
No bids, Jen. What do you want to do?
Please postpone to 10-5.
No bids, postponed to 10/5/26. That is 48 July 26, postponed October 5th, 2026.
Магазин.
49 July 26,
Please postpone to 8-3.
postponed August 3rd, 2026. 49 July 26, postponed August 3rd, 2026. 52 July 26. Okay, this is a tax sale. The address of this property is 6618 Verona Road in Penn Hills. Open and bid cost and tax $12,025.93. Do you have any bids in that amount or higher? I have a bid of $12,100, bidder 9822. $12,100, bidder 9822. Are there any other bids? $13,100, bidder 5788. $15,000, bidder 8302. $16,000, bidder 5474. Any bids higher than 16? $18,000, bidder 9940.
74.
64.
Максимум бит. У нас.
Ну да, 530,
On here.
Но это в 74 на флик.
What was my last bid I read off?
9940, 18,000.
Ну, 40.
18,000, 9940. 19,000, bidder 5474. 20,000, bidder 8302. 25,000, bidder 9940. 40,000, bidder 9841. 50,000, bidder 8154. Current high bid is 50,000. 51,000 now, bidder 9699.
Вот, кстати, это прям наш кейс.
$51,000, bidder 9699.
Пока
52,000, bidder
Странно, но пиздец,
9822.
конечно. Но он выглядит вообще солид.
55,000, bidder 8154.
Видец до сих пор супер.
Да. Даже из-за 60 мы могли бы захолсейдить.
$56,000, bidder 9699. That's my current high bid, $56,000. If you're gonna bid, please get in the chat box. $60,000, bidder 8154. Current high bid, $60,000. Any bids higher than that?
Please no.
Any bids higher? $61,000, bidder 9699.
Давайте въебить там 2
$62,000, bidder
сотки сразу.
5675. Any bids higher than 62,000? 63,000, bidder 9699.
Да хуй же душит эта хуйня.
9841.
Ну, снаружи выглядит он вообще неплохо. Может, там и не сотки ремонта.
70,000 is my current high bid. Any bids higher than that? Any bids higher? 71,000 now, bidder 9699. They're the first to get in the chat box. Anybody bidding higher than the $71,000? 80,000, bidder 9841.
Мы все равно могли бы взять, потому что мы профит 40 считаем и сотка ремонт. У нас есть.
Да, 100 приколов там было бы меньше.
80,000 is my current high bid by bidder 9841. Any bids higher? 81,000 bidder 9699.
Прикольный дом вообще в целом. На углу такой стоит. Я его долго не
85,000
смотрел.
bidder 8154. Anybody bidding higher than 85,000? That's my current high bid, 85. 87,000 bidder 5675.
Интересно.
87,000 bidder 5675. That's where we currently are at. 88,000 bidder 9699.
Сам себя побил, что долбоёб.
$88,000 is where our current bid is. Anybody bidding higher than 88,000?
А, 86 написал сейчас.
90,000 bidder 5675. $90,000 bidder 5675. Any bids higher than 90,000?
А Марат сидит там?
$90,000 is my current high bid. Anyone bidding higher than that? If you are, get it in the chat box, please. 91,000 bidder 8154. 92,000 bidder 9699. 92,000 dollars is my current high bid, bidder 9699. Any bids higher than that? 93,000 bidder 5675. $93,000 bidder 5675.
Я ебу Алибабу, блин.
Anybody
Так и
bidding higher than
запишите.
93,000? Get it in the chat box if you are. This is taking way too long. Current high bid is 93,000. Anyone bidding higher than that? With no bids higher, this is going to be sold to bidder 5675 for $93,000.
Ну как скажете, бля.
53 July 26.
Наш.
53, we're gonna postpone to August 3rd, please.
Postponed to August 3rd, 2026. That's 53 July 26, postponed August 3rd, 2026. 55 July 26.
Sell, please.
This is a tax sale. The address of this property is 314 Washington Avenue in Trevosburg. This is commercial property. Opening bid cost and tax $18,294.64. Do I have any bids in that amount or higher? $18,300, bidder 9822.
Наш.
$19,500, bidder 1002. 19,500 is my current high bid. Any bids higher?
Это охуеннейший склад для полов, к примеру. Просто охуеннейший. Все есть.
Anybody bidding higher than $19,500?
Репетиционная база.
Да, ночной. Ну, ездит нахуй.
With no bids higher, this is going to
Я
be sold
я
to
про
bidder
именно
1002
билдинг,
for
как
$19,500.
19 тысяч.
применение.
Просто тебе склад, хуяк, парковки, блядь, машины все запаркованы.
Ну, у нас нет 19 тысяч, просто
Пиздец, что,
заморозить.
возьмем 20-ку, ну охуенно. Главное, что реально соседи нет. Ну там не так, не так.
Это считай
64 July
год рента.
26.
Sell, please.
Друг друга, блядь, пиздец.
Okay, this is a tax sale. The address of this property is 544 Presley Street in Collier Township. Open and bid cost and
Nice,
tax
nice.
$19,897.33. Do I have a bid in that amount or higher? Bidder 9822 bids $19,900. Any other bids on this property? Current bid $19,900. $21,000, bidder 3575. 21,000 is my current high bid. Any bids higher? 22,000, bidder 3228.
56.
40,000, bidder 9841.
А, нет.
Current high bid is 40,000. Anyone bidding higher than that? If you are, get it in the chat box. With no bids higher, this is going to be sold to bidder 9841 for $40,000.
Ну, мы бы уместились. Sold. Наш.
69 July 26th.
So please.
This is the tax sale. The address of this property is 910 Laurel Street in Bridgeville. Opening bid cost and tax $27,374.53. So I have a bid in that amount or higher.
Бля, что я на это не сделал? Нихуя, блядь.
A bid of $27,400. Bidder 9822. Bidder 9822 is my high bidder of $27,400. 28,500. Bidder 8120.
Да.
$28,500. Bidder 8120.
Ну да, конечно, Брансули. Я его много раз проверял.
28,500 is the current high bid. 29,600. Bidder 9822.
Это прям второй грант.
Да?
Даже дороже. То есть дешевле и дороже бы сдавался.
$29,600. That's my current high bid. Any bids higher?
Ну, как дешевле. Ну, да.
Сколько, за 300 взял, да?
Ну, 300 лучше много, чем.
30,600. Bidder 8120.
Для него вообще дешево.
$30,600. Bidder 8120. Any bids higher than that? If you are, get it in the chat box. No bids higher. This is going to be sold to bidder 8120 for $30,600.
Ты же он 32 сделал, долбоёб.
Ну, если, говорю, на 6 человек сидит, ну, короче, блядь, все заебались.
Нормально, это самое оно.
Да.
Как раз там, где нам надо, все заебались.
Да.
76 July 26th.
So please.
This is a tax sale. The address of this property is 817 Cleveland Avenue in Brackenridge. Opening bid
Наш
cost tax
78.
$22,873.50. So I have a bid in that amount or higher.
Это охуенно,
I have a bid of $22,900. Bidder 9822.
да, это хороший.
Anybody else bidding on this property?
130 тысяч на 78.
Bidder 9822 is my high bidder at the moment with $22,900.
Это тот
No
первый, да,
other bids is going to
жирный.
be sold to bidder
Я очень внимательно его
9822
смотрел
for
и несколько раз ранил.
$22,100.
Компы именно, там по площади именно компы такие.
Remember, your 10% is due here tomorrow in the office. Certified funds are cash. If you don't pay the 10%, you will be banned from all future sales. Remaining balance is due here next Monday before 10 a.m. Certified funds are cash. You don't pay that, you'll forfeit your deposit, but you won't be suspended. 77 July 26.
So please.
All right, this is a tax sale. The address of this property, 424 Linden Street, for sales, Borough. The opening bid cost and tax $27,301.56. I have a bid in that amount or higher.
Прямо у
You know, it
речки.
doesn't look like we have any bids. What do you want to do?
We don't have any. Let's go to 10-5, please. October 5th.
Наш
No
следующий.
bids, postponed to October 5th, 2026. That is 77 July 26th, postponed October 5th, 2026. And that takes us to 78 July. Okay. This is a tax sale. The address of this property is 712 Rockwood Avenue in Mount Lebanon. The open and bid cost and tax to the open and bid cost and tax is $41,865.41. You have a bid in that amount or higher.
Блять.
$44,000, bidder 8120. That's my current high bid. Bidder 8120 bid 44,000. 100,000 bidder 81. What the heck just happened? Did you just outbid yourself? I guess so. You bid 8120 bids 100,000.
Долбоёб.
Current high bid is 100,000. Anybody bidding higher than that? That was definitely not. We are at a $100,000 bid. Scroll up on the list and you'll see it. Is anybody bidding higher than $100,000? 105,000 bidder 8154.
Даже 140 можно взять.
Что есть?
Даже за 140 можно взять,
105,000
если
is
меньше
the
40
current high bid, and we
потратить.
are in $5,000 increments now.
Ну, что небольшой есть.
ERV 300.
Any bids higher? 110,000 bidder 8120.
Я не знаю. Возможно, потому что там дорогой район, но сам дом...
Anybody bidding higher than
Не выглядит на
110,000?
370 тысяч.
Уебищно, да. Но можно на сайдинг снять, и там будет кирпич.
115,000 bidder 8154.
Можно тоже. Как бы хуй термитами поеду на материал.
Блин, слушай, вот это прям реально, если за 120 сейчас он уйдет, меня прям вдохновит.
120,000 bidder 8120.
А может уже
125,000 bidder
Может, может.
8154.
Но даже если он за 140,
130,000 bidder 8120.
я не расстроюсь.
Ай,
Так
не
это уже
говори.
мы к потолку приходим.
Не говори.
130,000 is my current high bid by bidder 8120. Anyone bidding higher than that? $130,000. 135,000 now, bidder 8154.
Дешево продавай,
Anyone bidding
ёпта.
higher than that? If you are, get it in the chat box, please.
Fucking shit, да?
140,000 bidder 8120. Bidder 8120 is my high bidder right now at 140,000. Any bids higher than that? Any other bids on this property? 145,000 bidder 8154. Guys, if you're bidding, put it in the chat box because there's still a lot of stuff to get through. This is a really long sale. 150,000 bidder 8120.
Бесится.
Ну да, они сами же покупают, блядь, что невыгодно.
150,000.
Я
is our
ездил
current high
туда,
bid by bidder
смотрел, блядь.
8120. Any bids higher than 150? Any other bids on this property?
Себе вообще легко
No bids
взять.
higher. This is going to be sold bidder 8120 for $150,000.
Макаров 50, ну почти нормально.
Себе вообще неплохо было взять. Охуенный район, школа, да, и ты же профит, типа, не ищешь.
Да, да, стоп, нет, так вообще.
То если бы я у себе смотрел, вообще можно и за 160 было взять.
Да.
79 July 26.
79 наш.
Что не так?
State. 79 July 26
Жирный.
state. 80 July 26.
Блять, а что они по спон сделали?
Stayed again. Whoa. 80 July 26 stayed. 80, yeah, thank you. 84 July 26.
Что, стейк, да?
Что это значит?
Sell, please.
Okay, this is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 1911 Delaware Avenue in Swissvale. The open and bid cost and tax to the plaintiff only, $4,647.85. Does the plaintiff bid that?
Plaintiff will bid that.
Plaintiff bids $4,647.85. Are there any other bids on this property? $4,647.85 is my bid. Up $6,000 now, bidder 9699. $10,000, bidder 8302. $11,000, bidder 7437. $25,000 by plaintiff. $25,000 by plaintiff is where we currently are. $26,000, bidder 5474. $30,000, bidder 8302. $55,000 by plaintiff. $55,000 by plaintiff. That's the current high bid. $56,000, bidder 9699. $100,000 by plaintiff. $100,000 by plaintiff. Remember, we're down $5,000 increments. $100,000 is my high bid. And if you're bidding, get it in the chat box, please. Any of the bids higher than $100,000? With no bids higher, that's going to be sold to the plaintiff on an overbid of $100,000.
Неплохо. Кусты кто-то купил.
'86, July 26.
Sell, please.
This is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 1630 Alvarado Avenue, 19th Ward, City of Pittsburgh. Opening bid, cost and tax to the plaintiff only $4,824.26. Does the plaintiff bid that?
Plaintiff will bid that.
Plaintiff bids $4,824.26. Are there any other bids on this property? If you're bidding, please get it in the chat box. $6,000, bidder 9349. $7,000, bidder 7437. $25,000 by plaintiff. $35,000 by plaintiff is my current high bid. Any bids higher than that? With no bids higher, this is going to be sold to the plaintiff on an overbid of $25,000. 87, July 26. This is mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 468 Meredford Road in West Deer Township. Opening bid, cost and tax to the plaintiff only $2,583.03. Does the plaintiff bid that? Plaintiff bids $2,583.03. Are there any other bids on this property? $30,000, bidder 4088. Anybody bidding higher than $30,000? $100,000 by plaintiff. $100,000 now by the plaintiff. That's my high bid. Is anyone bidding higher than $100,000? Is anybody bidding higher than $100,000 on this property? With no bids higher, it's going to be sold to the plaintiff on an overbid of $100,000. 88 July 26. Stayed. Got it. 88 July 26 is stayed. 89 July 26. July 26, postponed to September, got it. Postponed to 9/8/26. That is 89 July 26, postponed September 8, 2026. 90 July 26. Sell please. This is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 4502 Molinar. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Molinar Street in Bethel Park. Open to bid, cost and tax to the plaintiff only $9,753.18. Does the plaintiff bid that? Plaintiff bids $9,753.18. Are there any other bids on this property? I have a bid of $11,000, bidder 7437. 15,000, bidder 9940. 20,000, bidder 10039. 30,000 by plaintiff. Current high bid is 30,000. 31,000, bidder 8655. 35,000, bidder 9940. 40,000 by plaintiff. 41,000, bidder 8655. 60,000 by plaintiff. Any bids higher than 60,000? 63,000. You don't have your bidder number in there. I can't take your bid. 61,000, bidder 8655. 75,000 by plaintiff.
Fuck off.
Okay?
75,000 by plaintiff is my current high bid. Is anyone bidding higher than 75,000? $76,000, bidder 7072. 90,000 by plaintiff. $90,000 is my current high bid by plaintiff.
Батла.
С монитором, конечно. Я в следующий раз принесу свой монитор, вы себе пошикали.
$90,000 is my current high bid. Any bids higher? If no bids higher, it's going to be sold to the plaintiff on an overbid of $90,000. $93 July 26.
Sell, please.
Okay, this is a tax sale. This is vacant land on Franklin Avenue in Wilkinsburg. There is an order of court decree to expose this property free and clear for a minimum starting bid of $4,000. That's what we're going to open it up today at, $4,000. Now I've bid at $4,000 from anyone. I've bid at $4,000 from bidder 9822. Any bids higher than that? Current bid is $4,000. 5,000 by the plaintiff. Anybody bidding higher than the $5,000 current bid by plaintiff? If no bids higher, it's going to be sold to the plaintiff for $5,000. 99 July 26.
Наш сотка.
This is a tax sale. The address of this property is 1939 Hitview Avenue in Reserve. Open and bid cost of tax $81,119.05. Bidding that amount or higher to get us started. I don't see any bids, Stacy. What do you want to do? Postponed to 10/5/26. That's 99 July 26, postponed October 5th, 2026. 100. I don't know how you did that either. $100 July 26. $100 July 26 state. I mean, the slide's still there, that's all that matters. 100 July 26 state. Alright, so let's moving on. 103 July 26. July 26. Who's on here for KML? Seriously?
Где? Снизу?
What is going on with this sale?
Тебе говорю, я должен от камеру убрать, они там охранники за деньги.
It's
Еще
just a mortgage
платят.
foreclosure. This is two parcels of property. It's 612 Corbin Street in West Mifflin and vacant land on Corbin Street in West Mifflin. The open and bid cost of tax to the plaintiff only. $3,227.79. Does the plaintiff bid that?
Что такое West Mifflin?
The plaintiff bids $3,227.79. Are there any other bids on this property?
Блин, башка чуть
I would bid $4,500, bidder 4088.
Башка чуть не заебалась.
$10,000, bidder 8302.
Ну хотя бы картины есть, я прям рад, что мы это сделали.
$50,000 by plaintiff.
Ездил машину мы совсем просто вручную, и башки пиздец.
Не вручную.
Ну что ж ты говорил, знаешь, что вот я когда почувствовал...
$50,000 by plaintiff, that's the current high bid.
Ой, нихуёвый дом, кстати.
$50,000 by plaintiff is still my high bid, and
Продают.
bidding higher than that.
Я бы, блядь, вообще...
50 тысяч, за 50 тысяч охуенный кирпичный дом.
No
West
bid higher
Mifflin.
is going to be, oh, you just
West
made
Mifflin.
$55,000, bidder 8154. $89,060 by plaintiff. $89,060 by plaintiff. Anybody bidding higher than that, if you are, get it in the chat box. $89,060 is my current high bid. Is anyone bidding higher than that? With no bids higher, it's going to be sold to the plaintiff on an open bid of $89,060.
Наш. Ну, тут там
104 July 26.
Call please.
This is the tax sale. The address of this property is 3100 Stilly Road.
1000 максимум.
Commercial Mobile Home Park in Jefferson
Забитый
Hills.
фанерой и модуль холл.
The opening bid cost and tax
Самый уебищный
$52,490.12.
в ряду, прям самый уебищный в ряду.
Any bids in that amount or
Там не
higher?
только варили, там, блядь, еще и жарили этот мед.
$52,500, bidder 9822.
Ребят, это...
Какая хуйня, господи.
$52,500.
Зато
Current
лужайка
high bid by
построена.
bidder 9822.
Качели детские есть. Вот тачка.
Anybody else bidding on this property?
Митсу 3000 GT. Ничего себе.
No other bids, it's going to be sold to bidder 9822 for
Старый, говорит, список у нас,
$52,500.
конечно. Так. Наш. Максимум 13. Может, его никто не возьмет. Ты заметил, есть property, которые вообще даже никто не бидает.
Что не видит?
Никто не бидает, да, и просто постпон делает. Ну, это нормальный дом.
On 106, I think there's an order of court.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, to place them to save your home. So, 106, July 26, postponed generally. That's a defense order, right?
I believe, yes, it is.
Alright, 106, July 26, postponed generally.
Женю или? Чё? Анджела.
108, July 26.
Let's postpone this to 9/8.
Так, последний, 14.
9/8/26. That's 108, July 26, postponed September 8th, 2026. 109, July 26.
65 тысяч. На последний.
No, this is missing everything. Postponed to 8/3/26.
Какая подборка цветов у этого дома, господи, блин.
I don't know that that's really going to be. You sure that's all the further you want to take that, Mark?
Женя делал, да?
Yeah, I mean, we just announced. All right, well, they can figure it out. So, 110, July 26.
No, please.
Okay, this is a mortgage foreclosure. The address of this property is 1103 Summit Street in White Oak. The open and bid cost and tax to the plaintiff only $7,857.94. Does the plaintiff bid that?
Plaintiff will bid that.
Plaintiff bid $7,857.94. Are there any other bids on this property? $10,000, bidder 9976. $11,000, bidder 9940. 25,000 by plaintiff. 25,000 by plaintiff is my new high bid.
Что это за район?
Any bids higher than 25,000?
White Oak.
Истец, да? Есть истец?
27,000, bidder 9940. 30,000, bidder
Нет,
8302.
нет, не адвокат.
55,000 by plaintiff.
Плентив, истец.
Плентив это защитник, кто защищается. У кого в суд подает? Истец.
Any bids higher than $55,000? That's the current high bid by
Плентив, да,
plaintiff.
все правильно.
Хорошо. То есть, получается, эти
Any other bids on this
которые
property?
продают на банку, должны бабки. Банк продает суд чуваку.
No other bids, it's going to be sold to the plaintiff on an overbid of
Отдает
$55,000.
суд Сурона. И этот чувак спрашивает, а вы сами заплатите 7 тысяч с месяца? И истец говорит, да, заплачу. И дальше все начало трудиться. И истец тоже может трудиться.
Да.
И иногда они могут выкупить дешевле. То есть
Так вот этот миллионный дом,
All right,
истец.
112, July 26.
Who stands it, Joe?
Love it. State. 112, July 26, state.
Там туда один тот же банк, один репрезент.
114, July 26.
Southwest.
Да, охуенное дерево.
Okay, this is a tax sale. The address of this property is
Дерево охуенное
255
на
Clearview
практике.
Avenue, Crafton. I have a notice in here to read from the PA Department of Human Services that there's a $48,000 $135.56 lien attached to this property by the PA Department of Human Services. So keep that in mind when you do your bidding. Our opening bid cost and tax $54,825.17, and that does not include that lien I just told you about.
Все, уже
Do
не
you have any
работает.
bids in that amount or higher to get us started?
Потому что там был день, который
Can we please postpone that to October?
Sure. Postponed to October 5th, 2026. That's 114 July 26, postponed October 5th, 2026. 115 July 26.
So please.
Okay, this is also a tax sale. The address of this property is 404 Park Avenue in Elizabeth Township. Opening bid cost and tax $60,066.17. Do I have a bid in that amount or higher?
ну и все, это
Anybody bidding on this property?
все последнее.
Let's postpone that to October with no bid.
Bids postponed to 10/5/26.
Ну, кстати, да.
Okay, so that is 115 July 26, postponed October 5th, 2026.
Если подготовиться, знаете, что
And with that, we are now going to be entering the land bank sale.
А нам и не надо.
You don't have to stay for the land bank, but you cannot participate if you are not a land bank.
Кем надо.
So you're welcome to stay and observe. I'm going to read the land bank announcement. We're going to get right into exposing properties. Land bank announcement for the July 6, 2026 sheriff sale. The Wilkinsburg Land Bank and Tricog Land Bank will be bidding on certain properties which are on today's sheriff sale list. The land bank bids are known as priority bids, which is authorized by the Commonwealth Land Bank Act. Properties for which the land banks will bid are being offered for sale at their upset price. However, because the land bank has the exclusive right to acquire these properties, we will not be accepting any bid other than the land bank's bid. And with that, the first one should be 63 January 26. We're gonna do the two that are Wilkinsburg, and then we're gonna move to the others. You okay with doing that way, Joe?
That works for
And
me.
Jen?
Let's Jen get out of here a couple minutes earlier.
You're quite the gentleman, I like that.
Сидите дома.
Right, let's see.
Дома будешь веселиться.
63 January 26. Ready to go with this one?
Сука, что ругался не ебаный.
Значит, кого была?
Jen, we selling this?
Джина. Она тоже была такая, мне кажется. А он сказал Джина Уэйс.
Jen, you still on?
Джейн Уэйс. Джина Уэйс.
Блядь, так слышите.
Joe, are you permitted to expose them to sale?
I'm not. I'm emailing her right now to see if she's maybe stepped away.
Her mic is muted. Unmute her if we can. All right, sell please. All right. In the meantime, we're going to start this. This is a tax sale. The address of this property is 933 Ramsey Street in Wilkinsburg. It's being sold free and clear for the upset price, $26,465.48. Do I have a bid in that amount? Wilkinsburg Land Bank bids that amount, $26,465.58. It's the wrong ending amount. You're 10 cents
Можно не
over.
записывать, да?